Hey everybody, this is Natasha. Thank you so much for hopping onto tonight's team chat with the Center Squad. It is May 19th and I'm really excited for tonight's call. Before we hop into that and I introduce our speaker for tonight, let me just go down a few things. First of all, if you don't already know, our promotions for May are Size and Insanity Max 30 on sale for $130. Insanity Max 30 is normally $180. This is the lowest it has ever been. It's crazy low. And also both of those with the Kickstart, which means the 3-day refresh, are on sale for $180. If you don't already know the exciting things that you can earn this month, if you are going to if you're going to Summit in July with so many of us, as long as you hit Success Club 10 in May and June, you will be invited, you and a guest, to our Success Club party at Summit. It doesn't matter if you're a brand new coach. It doesn't matter if you are a 15-star diamond. All you have to do is hit Success Club 10 in May and June. They're the best parties. They're so much fun. I've never missed one. I plan on being there again this year, and I hope to see all of you there with me. If you are not going to be at Summit, you still have the opportunity to earn Success Club this month and then receive an invitation to a webcast, which is going to be hosted by Brian Tracy. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a really famous speaker and author. He wrote Eat That Frog. It should be really interesting. They've done these in the past with other authors and speakers, and they're always really great, and they're specifically for Beachbody. Like, they speak to us. Lastly, you can move up the ladder on the wait list for our 2018 Success Club trip, which I know seems so far away, like crazy far, but it's something that you can do right now to make yourself a spot. Save yourself a spot for that 2018 Success Club trip. All you have to do is hit Success Club 10 and they're going to be matching your Success Club points so they can move you up on the ladder in the wait list when it comes time to do that. The last thing that I want to say is, if you are not already purchasing a ticket, or if you haven't already purchased a ticket to Summit, if you don't have a hotel, if you don't know if you're going, if you're thinking about going, if you never bought a ticket, whatever it is, Summit is something that every single one of you needs to be at. Because if you're on this call, it means you're serious about coaching. And if you're serious about coaching, that is the place where you are going to be hearing from the top coaches in this business. You are going to hear their stories. You are going to hear their struggles. You are going to hear how you think you know how easy it was for them, and it wasn't. They started it in exactly the same place that I did and that you did, and that some of us never were. Some of these people started with absolutely nothing. They were going to the library and using free Wi-Fi. Like, they had nothing, you guys. So this is the place that you need to be. There are workouts with all of our trainers. You get to see them. You get to hear all of the brand new announcements for everything coming up at the end of this year, everything coming next year. It's all live. The excitement, the knowledge, the fact that you can sit there and take a selfie with Lindsay Matway or with Coach Caleb or whoever it is as you run into them and stand in line next to them. It just makes everything more real. And mind you, we're all going to be together, like for real, not just here in Facebook world. So if you guys can get there, if there's any way that you can make it work, do it. If you have questions, if you're afraid about the cost of things, whatever it is, they are still removing people off of the wait list. Our brand new coach, Carrie, just got an invitation yesterday. So please put yourself on the wait list if you haven't already. If you are not planning on going, rethink that decision and make it happen if you can. Lastly, that was it, actually. So now I'm so excited to let Sheena take the microphone tonight because she's going to be talking to all of you about Success Club, why it is so important. Sorry. I was just reading Jessica Alaska's message pop up. Congratulations, Katie. She's also off the wait list for Summit. So exciting. Anyway, why it is so important for all of you guys to be focusing on hitting Success Club. And it's not about the sale. There's so much more to it. So you have to make sure that you're focusing on it, and you have to know how to do it, right? So tonight I'm introducing, as most of you know, my personally sponsored diamond coach, Sheena Arndt. She signed up as a coach just over a year ago. She came on ready to rock this business. She went diamond in like 69 days. Sheena, you can correct me if you know the number.
I
don't. And she has hit Success Club 10 or higher every single month since. So she is officially a Success Club 10 All-Star, which is a huge, amazing, awesome thing. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Sheena and let her share all of her knowledge with you guys.
All right, get ready, girls. This is like rocket science, let me tell you. What I really wanted to do was just like have Natasha give my intro and just say, you already know how to do this, so just do it. But I won't do that to you. So, you know, as I was thinking about this and Natasha asked me to do a call on hitting SC, like this is something that I feel pretty confident in. I've done it every single month since my very first month as a coach. Well, technically not, because I signed up on the 28th or the 29th. So I didn't hit it that month, but pretty close. But, you know, like hitting Success Club it's not a requirement. You don't have to do it. There's no penalty if you don't hit it. But really, I mean, it's the same as working out every day and drinking your Shakeology every day, and eating right. Like, you don't have to do it, but in order to have success, you have to do it, right? I mean, so that's what Success Club is for Beachbody. To be successful in this business, you have to hit Success Club. It's basically you determining how fast or how slow your business will be by whether you hit Success Club or you don't. So when I first started, Natasha had a call with me and she said, every month you need to hit Success Club 5 or Success Club 10. And so I was like, okay, if that's what I have to do, then that's what I'll do. And it was never an option for me to not hit it. My husband said, like 2 weeks before I signed up, he said, I don't want you to do this. We don't have the money. You shouldn't do this. Why do you want to do this? And I was kind of like always that person who said I would never get into direct sales. Like, I have my craft business and I didn't like any of those girls at any of the shows that had their direct sales. And, you know, like I was better than that because I had homemade goods, whatever. So I didn't want to do this, but I did want to do this. And so I had to prove something to myself, but I really had to prove something to Eric because he didn't want me to do this. And so I needed to show him that I can do this and that I could be successful with it. And so that meant hitting Success Club every single month. And let me just take a look here. So basically, Success Club means that you're changing people's lives every month. That's why you signed up to do this. You wanted to help people, all of us. That's all of our goal. And if you're not helping anyone if you're not hitting Success Club, right? So why should you hit Success Club, I guess? Number one, to help people. And I saw those cool pictures of all the cruises and the trips and everything. And I go on vacation every year. We take a all-inclusive trip, and why not get that for free? So I was like, no problem for me. I'll take a free vacation. So that was one of my reasons why I wanted to hit Success Club every month. And then I kicked myself in the butt. Natasha told me, go to Summit. And I was like, I can't go to Summit. I'm pregnant and I'm a new coach. And that wouldn't be for me. Like, I didn't think I would be a full-time Beachbody coach less than a few months later. Certainly not. And so I was like, oh, that's for people who are really serious about it. And I just don't think that that's going to be me that serious. Well, I watched the live feeds that you get to watch like on YouTube, and I was like, I want to be here. I remember sitting in my car in the garage, and I like went on YouTube on the way home, was watching it, and Eric went in the house. I sat in the car for like 20 minutes to watch the rest of this presentation. And I was like, damn it, why didn't I go? Like, I really should have went to that. So I was like, keep hitting that Success Club every month because you're going next year for free. So I did. So this year will be my first year at Summit, and I'm going for free because I had that Success Starters ticket by hitting Success Club every month. And, you know, over time, as you hit Success Club, basically it's the compound effect. You are growing your business by continually hitting Success Club every single month. You know, you hit Success Club 10, so you helped 5 people get started. So for me, last month, that would be, 9 people that I got started, but who's counting? Just saying. And if you know me, this is how I am. But so say you helped 5 people last month get started, and then this month they're getting their Shakeology, and you're helping another 5 people, and that just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And a year from now, you can say you've helped 120 people get started. That's crazy. That's awesome that you're able to help all these people. And then your business is a pure reflection of that because it's just growing and growing every month simply by you hitting Success Club. For me, I know that every month that I hit Success Club, that I'm doing something right, that my business isn't stale, that I'm keeping things fresh, that I'm continuing to challenge myself and to challenge other people too. Because I'm always bringing in someone new every month. It's not, you can't hit Success Club by getting the same people every month. So what I feel like I'm doing is I'm creating and maintaining a self-sustaining business by hitting Success Club every single month. So those are my reasons why I hit Success Club every month. And really for me, since that call with Natasha last April, it's been non-negotiable. Like, I have to hit it. For me, I almost look at it like it's a penalty if I don't hit Success Club because I don't get free leads. And when I take a look, like I logged in today to take a look at my Shakeology leads for the month, I have $120 in commission just from hitting Success Club 10 last month. And it's only the 19th. The month isn't over yet. So to me, I want that free money because money speaks to me, especially now that I'm staying home and this is my job. I need that money. So I'm going to hit Success Club 10 and I'm going to make it non-negotiable every single month to get there. So those are some of my why it's important. Natasha, do you have anything to add to that? Okay. All right. So how do you do it, right? Magic sauce? No, nothing. There's no secret. If you went online and you watched the getting started videos, you went into your online office and looked at the tools, you have everything that you need. If you're not hitting Success Club every month, you're not utilizing the tools that they gave us. It's not games. It's not playing hat tricks every month to slide in. It is what it is. It's hitting Success Club. So the number one thing to help you hit Success Club every month is you. You have to believe that you can do it. If you don't believe in you, why is someone else going to believe that you can help them? Why that you can change their life, that you can make a difference for them? And don't sell yourself short. Don't go to climb a hill when you can climb a mountain. Don't shoot for SC5. Like that, there's just no point. And shoot for 10. if you go for 10, at least you've hit 5. I'm sure you've already hit 5 then, versus if you shoot for 5 and you only get 3 or 2 or 4, then it's like, well, that was a waste, right? Sometimes you feel like, well, I worked my butt off and I only got 2, which is so not the way to be, but I could see how it would feel that way. And when I'm saying 3 and 1, who does that? Who hits an odd number? Don't just sell a Shakeology. Stop laughing at me, Natasha. Like, I don't think I've ever had an odd number. And if I did, it was like some fluke that it happened. Give that up to $10. Give them a lead it. What's that?
Shakeology lead.
Right. I think that's the only time that I've ever had one. But seriously, sell them the challenge pack. Don't go for those odd numbers. That's just crazy. And you're just kicking yourself in the butt by doing that. So you have to believe that you can do this, number one. And, clearly I'm going to talk about personal development when I talk about believing in yourself. We all have, like I said, we all have this in common. We want to help people. We want to be successful at this business. But this is a tough game. Like, we have to be bold. We have to be confident. We have to put ourselves out there and be prepared to get flack for it and to be judged. And if you don't have personal development and you don't believe in yourself, you don't have something to build you up for when that negative stuff happens, then you're going to say, I'm throwing in the towel. I can't do this because you don't believe in you. Oh boy, something just happened down there. Sorry. So personal development is going to be key in order for you to take risks, to put yourself out there. And there's been months where I slack on my personal development and someone comes knocking on my instant messenger and says, hey, I don't think you're doing your personal development. And I'm like, slam that door shut. You're right. But really, it's what gets you through when you're having a tough time. You have to do the personal development. And that's part of hitting Success Club. One thing that I always like to do, and I told this to Emily, is I try to hit SC 10 by the 10th. 10 by the 10th. And that sounds crazy, especially if you've only been going for 5 for your entire month, but try for 10 by the 10th because it feels really, really good when you get there. And then you're like, well, maybe I can do 15 or 16 or 14, not 15, by the 15th or whatever date. And that's how you can get even more, help even more people every month. But setting a goal for yourself at the beginning of the month and then sticking to it. This month, I'm pissed at myself because I didn't hit 10 by the 10th. And this is the first month this year that I haven't done that. But we said on Monday, we're going to hit it by Friday. So here's to one more customer before the end of the week. But, the reason that I didn't hit it this month is personal problems, things going on at home, and I let it get the best of me. And especially now that I'm home, like, you ever hear that when you go to work, you check your problems at the door, like you leave all your work or your home problems at the door when you walk into work. You have to do that with this. You have to separate all the crap, all the stress that's going on from when you work on your power hours, when you have your business hours, because if you just let that continually spill over, you're going to keep pushing Beachbody to the side. Your customers are going to feel neglected. Your challenge group participation is going to go down. So check your personal stuff at the door or wherever, your invisible wall that you work from, so that way you can focus on this and you can not make excuses for the time that you didn't spend or the quality that you didn't put into it. So I will say that I hate being salesy. Like, I hate cold messaging with a passion, and I don't usually do it. Sorry, Natasha.
Sorry.
But so I make sure that when I ask, it's on my Facebook and I'm out there and I'm messaging people after starting a conversation about something else. I usually don't say, hey, you want to join my challenge group? Like, that just feels icky to me. And so you have to be connecting and building relationships while you're doing this, or it's never going to work. Let's see. Oh, my Facebook events is a great way. Natasha's told us about this. You see her events. I see all of you, some of you making events, but I really feel like those are super helpful. If you haven't done them, you need to do them. Join those Summer Strong challenge groups, like Summer Strong 21 Day Fix, Summer Strong Hammer and Chisel, Summer Strong 22-minute Hardcore. People are posting their transformation stories on there all day, every day. And usually by the time I see it, somebody has already asked, like, do you care if I use this? Do you care? Can I share this? And they're all for it, which, man, with those results, they should be all for people sharing their transformation stories. And so you can use that in your events. You can go out to the Beachbody Challenge, use that information, but use events as like a soft way to ask people to join you. It's a nice indirect way to do it without that icky feeling. And then you want to make sure that you are posting multiple times, like 4 would be nice, 3 at least, for people to join your challenge group every week. You know, for my team, we have like an ongoing challenge group. We don't start and stop really, like we kind of do, but yet not. It's tricky the way that we do it, but I just keep asking people to join, and there's no, like, we try not to number our days. So like if someone adds in the second week of the month, they're not seeing day 8, you know, like then they're like, oh, I'm behind. It doesn't matter. And then it's easy for you to advertise your challenge groups because you're not locked into a set start date. You can do that to put some heat on people, but you don't have to if you have an ongoing challenge group. So continually keep asking 3-4 posts a week and asking people to join you for coaching at least once a week as well. You know, more that's helping you get to Success Club as well. It's something that I am pretty weak at, but I'm trying to get there. And I'm trying to encourage my coaches to do more of that too. You know, even if you're not making buku bucks doing this, you're not making any money, this is changing something for you. You're getting in shape, or you're making new friends, you're feeling healthy, you're feeling strong. So share that and share what, you know, coaching has done for you, even if you're not bringing in the cash. It's not what this is about. It's about helping people and changing lives. So 4 call to action posts a week, 3 for the challenge group, at least 1 for coaching. And don't feel like you have to reinvent the wheel. Like, I know that some people feel like they have to come up with this big, brilliant post. No, like, we're all on the same team and we don't all have the same friends. So we all have different markets. So just because somebody's using a post doesn't mean you can't use it too. Like make it your own, but don't feel like you have to sit down and write a book every time you want to make a new post. That's what I know, that's like what trips people up. And then they're like, oh, I can't post 3 to 5 times a day because I can't come up with what to say. Well, you don't have to. You can use what other people use too. And they're going to use what you use. It's the game of sharing. It's called teamwork, right? So another how-to is you have to have a power hour, at least 1 hour every day to hit Success Club. Inviting to free groups or paid challenge groups, following up with messages. You have to set aside time. Like, you can't just wing this, or it's never going to happen for you. Schedule it in a planner, on your phone, however you're going to do it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. For me, like, if I don't say in my planner, like, I'm going to work from 8 to 9 or 9:30 or whatever time it is, it's not going to happen because I know it won't. Like, I have to have that list and it has to be scheduled for me. So within that power hour, you can also plan your posts that you do every day. We all know 3 to 5 posts. You know, make it something interesting. Try to get a workout pic. Try to, you know, do a healthy meal or a recipe. And, you know, post about your family. I was like, who's really going to want to see another picture of Charlotte? But seriously, people are like gaga over this girl. And I swear it's what builds my affinity, like, is sharing me, telling stupid stories about stuff that happens to me or complaining about long doctor's appointments. People go nuts over that stuff, and they can relate to me because I put it all out there. Like, what you see is what you get with me. And I think that that works because they can relate and they want to work with someone that they can relate to. So make sure you're posting and you're being relatable. One thing that I want to encourage you to do is to not do the same things over and over again, like this. Like, how many times a day do you see someone with a Shakeology? Like, okay, change it up, incorporate it some other way. Only do a couple of Shakeology posts a week. Don't do the same workout selfie. Like, change it up, because otherwise they're just going to keep scrolling. They're going to be like, yep, saw that yesterday. And they're going to go right past. So they have to have something that's going to make them stop and go, oh, look at that, you know? And I like to spend, now Natasha's probably going to like crack the whip at me, but I like to spend time scrolling the feed, not hours, but sometime. I have to be commenting and liking and engaging with people, because if I'm not doing that to them, they're not going to do it to me. And Facebook is lovely in the way that they choose how people see your content. And if you're not engaging with them, they're not going to see anything that you do. So another thing that I spend some time doing during the week is groups. I'm a big fan of groups. Like, I'm in a mommy group. I'm in crafting groups, a Clubfoot moms group. And I make friends in the groups, ask like random questions and comment and get to know people, add them as friends. And I've got challengers from the groups. If you don't have groups in your area, create a group. Like, create a clean eating group or a recipe swap group, you know, like a mommy and me group, whatever. Make something so that way you can connect with other people and create a bigger audience and more people that you can help. So not rocket science, really. It's all things that you've heard before. If you're a new coach, it's probably helpful that maybe you haven't heard it before. But I don't know, what's the statistic? How many times do you have to hear something in order to actually remember it? I don't know. How many times is that? Anybody know? Show me hands. 7 times. Okay. Maybe this is number 6. Maybe it's 7. I don't know. But you have to apply these things, and you have to believe that you can do it. You have to make it non-negotiable. That's my secret sauce.
Thank you, Sheena. So I think what it all comes down to, you guys, is work smarter, not harder. So there's no secret to this business. Everything that you've been told and you have heard over and over and over again, when you were told it's your 4 vital behaviors, it's the truth. Like, it really is just doing those 4 vital behaviors and consistency. It's being consistent with them. So it's making sure every single day you're inviting somehow, like Sheena has said, whether it's to a group or it's to be your friend or it's to, personal message or to your event page or whatever, to make sure that you are being a product of the product and that you're sharing that at some point in time throughout your journey. So maybe one day it's about your workout, and one day it's about your healthy meal and your meal planning, and one day it's about your Shakeology, and one day it's about the benefits of Shakeology, and the next time you talk about it, it's about how it makes you feel, or how your hair grows, or how you saved money from it because you stopped buying junk. Like, there's so many different ways to do it. So one of the things that I like to do when I see a post from another coach that I love, I screenshot it, or I will copy the paste or the paste. I will copy the text and I will put it in my Evernote or in my notes section on my phone or whatever, so that when I'm running out of ideas, or when I haven't slept in like 4 weeks because my kids hate me, I don't have to think so hard. Like, I can just go and copy it, read it over, and say, that doesn't really sound like me. Let me just change it a little bit and push enter, right? So I don't have to work harder. You just have to work smarter. And then I think the other thing that I heard this a few months ago from a training that I was doing with corporate, and it was kind of this: when you go to post, make sure that you're posting with a purpose. So before you press enter on any of those, I want you to go through and read that post, and at the very end, can you say, so what? Like, so what? If you read your post and you go, so what? What is the reason I am posting this out there? Then don't push enter. You want every post that you put out there to have a what. You want someone to read it and connect on some level, whether it's, oh my God, what a bad day. Like, I so know what that mom is going through. Been there. So what? Like, they connect with that if it's emotional. If it's, I saved this much money, great. If it's, I lost this much weight or this many inches, or if it's, I have a new challenge group starting, I want to help you. That's something, right? Don't just go around posting randomness. Like, here's a picture of my LaCroix that I just drank, but I don't tell you anything about it. Like, it's just a picture of an empty glass. So what? Like, don't post a picture of your empty Shakeology or you holding your Shakeology and just be like, healthiest meal of the day. So what? Like, if you don't know what that is, it doesn't mean anything. You have to sometimes take it back and remember what it was like the day before you signed up as a coach and you were going, what is all of this? Or the week before, or when you just started learning about it. You know, you have to remember that these people aren't Beachbody coaches, and most of them don't know what Beachbody is. They might know Insanity or 21 Day Fix, but most people don't know Shakeology. I owned 3 Beachbody programs before I signed up as a coach, and I had no clue what Shakeology was because I never made it to the end of a video. That's the truth, right? So just make sure, like Sheena said, like, you're working smarter, not harder. Don't overcomplicate things. It really just comes down to your vital behaviors. If you have questions, come to our team page. If you are not sure what to post, come to our team page. If you need ideas for something, ask. Like, we're all here to work together. Like, if one of you has an amazing post that just kind of like rockets off and is working really well, share it. Like, don't make someone ask you for it. Just share it with all of us so that someone can go, oh my God, I love that. And they can save it for another time, or they can use it that night or whatever. Because like Sheena said, we don't have any friends in common except for all of us. So we're going to see it 57 times, but nobody else is going to, because they're not friends with all of us, right? So I know that at one point in time when I was a coach, I was like, if everybody's posting the same exact thing, they're going to see it like 800 times. And then I had to like think, you know, I had to like sleep for 4 days and then realize that's not how Facebook works, right? My friends are seeing my posts, but they're not seeing all of your posts. So, you know, sometimes when you join the Facebook Beachbody world, you get a little bit overwhelmed with, oh my God, my friends are going to be overwhelmed because they're only going to see Beachbody, but we only see Beachbody because we have so many awesome Beachbody coach friends, right? So hopefully this helped all of you. Does anybody have questions for Sheena before we hang up? We have 3 minutes left. No. What are you reading right now for personal development, Sheena?
Well, this is kind of a little bit different, but we just got these 100 Ways to Love Your Husband and 100 Ways to Love Your Wife. So technically that's what I'm reading right now, but I also have Girl Code and Girl Boss going all at the same time.
I love it. One of the things that I hear a lot about from people is like, I just don't even know what to read. And I'm a big, firm, honest, 100% believer that you need to be reading something that speaks to you and wherever you are in your life in that moment. So last month I read The ADHD Effect on Marriage because Tim and I, he's ADHD to like the 10th degree. Like he had to go see a therapist today for it. And he was like, there's really no reason for you to come back. This is a pretty clear-cut case. And I was like, yeah. So for me, like we have this roller coaster marriage because that's how ADHD works. And so I needed that in the moment. Like when things aren't well with his medication or whatever's going on with him, it affects our entire marriage. So you know, if something is going on at home or if something is going on at your other job or with your kids, you need to deal with that. Like you can't pretend it doesn't exist because as much as we want to check it at the door, there isn't one. So you can try, but we need to just deal with everything that's happening. So if you need recommendations for any type of PD or something's going on, ask your upline in a personal message. If you don't feel like asking on the team page, whatever you need, like there's always support for you. So thank you all for hopping on. Awesome job, Sheena. I'm so excited for you guys. We still have like another week left in the month. You guys, everybody needs to be on the Success Club board by the end of the month. After this call, you know what to do. Don't waste your time. Just knock it out of the park. Okay?
I need my roommates to come to that party because I don't want to go travel from my hotel alone to the Success Club party. So just saying, girls.
All right. So we will see you guys all on the page. I will have this up soon. Thank you guys for hopping on.